Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Luke, and you're watching Luke the Gathering. Thanks for coming to the channel and checking out. I really appreciate it. Today was the pre-release sealed deck tournament. I can't even talk for Caves of Ixalan, or Caverns, Caves. I forget. Whatever. It's one of those. And Ixalan is a plane that I'm not super familiar with. In fact, the last time Ixalan came around, I wasn't playing Magic, so I know it has a lot to do with dinosaurs. I, myself, am not a huge dinosaur fan. I don't really care about them that much, so I was a little bit wary about this set. But it seems fun. It seems like a set I'm going to enjoy playing. Today I did just go 1 and 2, won one game, or one round, and then lost the other two. I had a 3-color deck that I thought had some pretty powerful cards in it, but maybe they were a little bit more fiddly in terms of the way they executed themselves, so, sometimes when the other people just have bigger creatures that are just hard to get past, you just kind of live with it. So that was my first taste, but I was glad to just get one win. It was fine. I'm going to be back tomorrow to play in another pre-release. Love pre-releases. You get these little I think there's 6 packs in here, and then you make your draft deck out of that, or you're not draft deck, but you make your deck out of that, and you just go with what you got. And you can of course sideboard in and change things out with the cards that you open up in those packs. It's a fun time. I always get a little bit nervous because, I don't feel comfortable with new sets. I like to really wade and be in the cards and know what they do, and I really came into this set not knowing hardly anything at all about these cards, so I definitely felt like a fish out of water. I've been playing a lot of Wilds of Eldraine still, and so I'm not quite ready for Ixalan yet, but it's here, so we're going to play it, and I'm going to show you the deck that I made. It's not the greatest deck, but there's some cool cards, I think, that I was able to pull in there. I'll show you those. Also, we got a couple of set boosters as prizes, prize support, so we'll check out if we get anything good in those at the very end, as usual. Yeah, I think that's it. Without any further ado, let's turn the camera around, check out the deck. Alright, these cards are not really in any order, I just de-sleeve them, and so we'll just talk about them as we go through them. I did get a number of green rares, and so here's the Intrepid Paleontologist. It's a rare card, and it's a mana dork, 2 mana dork. You can tap it to add 1 mana of any color. I think that's great. And then you can exile target card from graveyard. And so that's nice. You can get rid of things that the opponent might be getting, extra value from if it's in their graveyard. You can exile things. You can, I think, decrease, counts in terms of, descend counts and things like that. But what this particular card does is you can cast dinosaur creature spells from among the cards you own exiled with Intrepid Paleontologist. So you have to own them. So they're your cards. You can't, exile your opponent's dinosaur cards and cast those. That would be really nice, though. I feel like you should be able to do that. That would be so awesome. But in any case, if you have a dinosaur card in the graveyard, you can pay 2 to put it back in your hand. So that's kind of nice. And then when you cast a spell with that, that creature has a finality counter on it. Okay. Big time card, a Braid. Oh, by the way, I was in green, red, blue, which is not a color combination I typically do, but I did red because I pulled 3 Abrades, and Abrade is just such a key common card in this set. It's so important, I feel like. The best common, I think. Maybe. I'm guessing. So I just had to play red, pulling 3 of those. Oh, here's the other one. Also had a Plundering Pirate. This thing makes a treasure token on ETB. I was trying to get 3 colors and even 4 into this deck, so getting that treasure token was pretty important. Oh, here's the other Abrade. So there's 3. Breaches was really strong. Its first strike 3/3 for 3. That's pretty good. And whenever a pirate you control attacks, you can choose one that hasn't been chosen yet. You can create a treasure token. Awesome. You can make a target creature not be able to block. That's awesome. Or you can exile the top card of the library and play that card this turn. Awesome. So just 3 great modes on this Goblin Pirate. Breaches is really great. I think it's a great card. Ooh, this card. Ogre Pact Patique Deepest Epoch. That's a hard one to say. Anyways, it's a mythic. And whenever you cast an instant spell from your hand, it gains rebound, which means you exile it and then you can play it again on your next turn. That is sweet. And then when this thing dies, it turns into a land, Temple of Cyclical Time, where it has like 3 time counters on it, and then if you add blue, which is what it does, you can take off those time counters, and then at the end, if there's no time counters on it, you can cast this thing back again for the cost of 2 and a blue, which is cheaper than what you initially cast it for. So, creature that can come back. Pretty cool. Inverted Iceberg. This is a card I sided in. I should have had this in at the beginning of the tournament. I didn't. I think maybe I would have won more if I had this in, because it does turn into a big giant 6/6 creature towards the end of the game, which I think actually would have made a difference. Armored Kincaller. It's a 3/3. It's okay. If you have another dinosaur in your hand, you get 3 life. That's kind of neat. River Herald Scout. Cool. This is just a solid card for 2 mana. When it comes in, it explores. Brackish Blunder. This is a card that I should have had in the deck, and I didn't. But this lets you return target creature to its owner's hand for just 2, and then if that creature was tapped, you can even make a map token. Nice card. I should have had that earlier. Over the Edge. This destroys artifacts and enchantments. Can make a creature explore and explore again. Again, another Brackish Blunder. These cards I put in as my sideboard. I should have played these earlier. My mistake, for sure. Hotley, Poet of Unity. Another mythic. Check it out. This one's really amazing. That's a 2/3, and then also gets you land. That's awesome. I love that. For 3 and hybrid red, white, you can transform into a saga. And this saga, the first part of the saga says create 2 3/3 green dinosaur creature tokens. That's pretty great right off the bat. And then it kind of makes all your creatures mana dorks for red, green, white. Then you can search for a dinosaur card, and then they gain double strike and trample. That's just crazy. That's nuts. Nuts. This card is great. Another mythic. And here's a rare I didn't use very much. Vigilance 3/4. When this card enters the battlefield or attacks, you can make a map token. That's kind of cool right there. Earthshaker Dreadmaw, uncommon. Great for dinosaur decks. You get to draw a card for each dinosaur you control, and that worked well with the one that creates, dinosaurs. Really nice. Nurturing Bristleback. This is a forest cycling card where when it ETBs, you make a 3/3 dinosaur right there, and you can just keep making all these dinosaurs. This is nice. Malamet Battleglyph. This is one of those fight cards just for 1 mana. That's really great. Poison Dart Frog is awesome. It's another mana dork. This one you can make 1 mana of any color, just like that rare that I had earlier. But you can also make this have Death Touch. So maybe if there's like some really big threats, this can still deal with them. This was a sideboard in late. Never used it. Tendril of the Myco Tyrant. It's a wizard, a 2/2 wizard, but for 7 mana you can put 5 +1/+1 counters, or 7 +1/+1 counters on a non-creature land you control. And you can do that a bunch of times, as much as however much mana you have. So I thought that was kind of sweet. Spyglass Siren for 1 mana comes in, makes a map token. I thought that's solid. Waterwind Scout, same thing, but for 3, it's a 2/2 flying, and you get a map token. And I had a couple of those. So that was the deck. I think maybe I got a little bit more familiar with the deck by game 3, and there were cards I took out that I probably should have took out earlier, and cards that I put in that should have been in earlier. But it was fun to play these cards. Let's take a look at the cards that I got just in those packs. I'm not sure if there's anything great. Like, this card was in the deck. Why was he even in the deck? 3/3 defender. I don't know. But my promo card was the Preacher of Schism, which I didn't put in because I wasn't playing black. I actually had this card in, Master's Guide Mural, and I made some golems, which was surprising. This actually did fine. It's a white, but a lot of my mana dorks helped me get that white that I needed. These are just some artifacts and lands that I pulled. And then we have Compass Gnome. I kind of misread it. I didn't really read it very well. But you get the basic land or cave, and then you put that card on the top, which is so much worse than like in your hand. So I didn't like that. Walk with Ancestors was in the deck. That was okay. You could discover 4 with it. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, look at this mountain. I thought this was like an ad card. It looks like an ad card, but that's the mountain. Let's see. These are just tokens. Lots of tokens. Again, black. Here's my black. I didn't really use any. Here's the white. Didn't really use the white. And here's some more blue. Not really going to go through all of it. Oh, here are the rares. Some of the rares I got were Molten Collapse. It's a Rakdos card. And Starving Revenant. And I think that's it. I did have a pirate hat, and Captain Star had like a mini pirate theme in the set, but I don't know, just didn't do a whole lot. Alright, anyways, here we go. Lost Caverns of Ixalan, not Lost Caves. I messed that up earlier. Ooh, cool art piece there. And we have the Spring-Loaded Saw Blades. I hear this is a good limited card. And then we got Amalia Benavides Aguirre, Vampire Scout, 2/2. We have the Swamp. We got a Hulking Raptor full art. Nice. And then we got a Rampaging Ceratops. And then just the rest of the cards. We got a Foil Mountain. Okay, let's go to the next pack. Cool looking art again. This time we got a Stormkiln Artist from Strixhaven. Fun. Acrobatic Leap is the rare, or foil, not rare. We got the Throne of the Grim Captain. Craft with a dinosaur, a merfolk, a pirate, and a vampire. Oh, yikes. What do you get for that? The Grim Captain. Menace, trample, lifelinks, hexproof. Whenever the Grim Captain attacks, each opponent sacrifices a non-land permanent. Then you may put an exiled creature card used to craft the Grim Captain onto the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking. Oh, so you get those things back. That's kind of cool. Tap to mill to. Yeah, you can mill those things into your graveyard, I guess. Okay, interesting card. We got Island. Captain Storm. Bat Colony. And a bunch of other stuff. Bunch of black cards. And then the Swamp. Basic land. Okay, well there you have it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have fun with this set. I hope I have fun with this set. I will see you next time.